This is the story of Miss Katie.
A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it
Is
stays.
so stinking
Way
sweet.
back
I don't know how she got in the situation she was in, but oops, I'll zoom in. Look at that beautiful, rich, shiny red color she is. And I'm always just like amazed when I look at her, because that's not what she came like. She was like this dusky orange, no sheen, long, nasty hair. She just looks phenomenal. Yes. But she's doing a great job. She's super easy to work with. She's super smart and a doll. Aren't you, Katie? She says, yeah, it's past breakfast time. It's nap time now. I just can't get over how shiny and beautiful and red she is. Such a change. Such a gorgeous girl. The reason I keep saying how amazing she looks is because this is what Katie came to me like. This is literally 2 days after I got her. This is a May 22nd coat condition for her, so technically it's still spring, but the general consensus of the weather was in the 70s then. It was Katie's best impression, trying to survive, trying to take care of her newly born kids that are about 2 weeks old in this picture, and just trying to make it in the grand scheme of things. She was struggling, horribly struggling. A little bit of time and a lot of TLC, and this is what she looks like today. So I was reminiscing over the fact that, videotaping with goats is kind of hard. I was reminiscing over the fact that I had gotten Katie on a whim. I had made a short of me milking her a couple days ago, and I was reminded that I didn't tell anybody about her backstory. So I got Katie on a whim because honestly, I was kind of perusing Marketplace, the goat and sheep site, and I had seen a picture of Katie and her 2 kids on this site, and something about her made me contact the person that had her and say, hey, I would like to come look. Is she still available? Those kind of things. She needed help. She absolutely needed help. I wanted to let you guys know about the backstory, about the backstory about Katie and how much she's made a transformation, both with my views on Nigerians and a transformation with her health and how she is right now, her well-being, her emotional status, those kind of things. I do believe that goats are very emotional creatures. My La Manchas are incredibly emotional, so I believe that most goats are probably that same way. So Katie, when I got her, she had kidded not that long after, or not that long before I got her. She had two kids, a boy and a girl, and she was basically in the same place as where she had her kids, but that place that she had her kids was tiny. It was about this big. Move your ears. Nobody can see. This big by like this big or so. Basically enough for her to stand up, turn around, lay down, those kind of things. Now, when I got her, her kids were about 2.5 weeks old. So she'd been there, obviously, for 2.5 weeks. When I came to look at her, she was actually living in the same place as her placenta that she had dropped after kidding, and her coat was something to be desired. And there was a couple other goats at the place that I went to go look at Katie, and I could have easily taken on something that wasn't going to be so much work, but excuse you, hey, but Katie just looked like she needed my help. She looked like she was defeated, she looked like she was depressed, and she looked like she absolutely needed out of where she was at. My whim that I talked about in my short that I made about milking her was a bit more of a huge pull on my heartstrings. And I'm super glad that I took that jump into Katie's world. I'm hoping that Katie feels the same way, because she is a phenomenal girl. Katie did come with papers, so I was able to get in touch with her, with the place that she was born at. So that was awesome. And they told me a bit more about her history that the person that I got her from didn't know about. So I got a little bit more history on her through them, which was awesome. But I don't know, guys, like, I don't like to be one of those people that say I rescued something, because sometimes sometimes you actually don't rescue them. Sometimes it's just, to me, it's like it's a word that people use to make themselves feel better. But I believed that I helped her out, and in turn I think that she's helped me out understand a lot more about the Nigerian dwarf breed. And I was really actually on the fence when I got my first goats, my La Manchas, what I wanted. I didn't want the capacity of a Nigerian dwarf, because I was used to something that was much more. But this is an awesome breed, guys. See this behind me? So incredibly hard to videotape with goats. I didn't know a whole lot about what I was really wanting. I had two breeds in mind, either the La Mancha or the Nigerians. I knew that the Nigerians give a lot less quantity, but their quality is much better than a lot of, say, maybe other breeds. I knew that the La Manchas were possibly a close second in what I was looking for. I'm super happy that I got her. I'm super excited that she is doing well. And I'm very proud of where she's come, because before, when I first got Katie, she had no hair. Well, she had no hair on her chin. She had no hair on her tummy. She had no hair on her udder. She had big patches on her sides that were not completely bald, but pretty darn near. And turns out that she was, thankfully I put her in quarantine when I got her, because she did look so poorly, and I honestly didn't think that she was going to make it. I thought that maybe I was going to get, buy a doe and then I guess wind up with two kids that I had to wind up bottle feeding, because I didn't know if she was going to make it. She looked like straight trash, like just, her hair was horrible, everything just looked not great. I got her on May 22nd. It is now September 3rd. And her transformation as far as coat quality, temperament, all that is much better. She did have a form of mange when I got her. And we gave her a treatment for that. It was quite advanced in her case. I did notify the person that I got her from, saying that, this is what the vet said. I had the vet out 2 days after I got her. Very, very quarantined, very, only do things over here and then change all the things and then go over to the rest of them. But I had the vet out 2 days after I got her, and he said, holy moly, she is like covered in mange. Like, it's just bad. She also had really big lymph nodes. They've got lymph nodes back here. Well, they've got lymph nodes everywhere, but the ones specifically that were back by her flanks were huge. Huge. They were massive. And she had just a slight bit of a retained placenta. Now, granted, I got her 2 weeks after she kidded, so that had been kind of festering in there. So Katie had mange and a bit of an infection and a whole lot of other things going on that weren't so great. But They do have really soft tongues, I will say. But in the grand scheme of things, she looks phenomenal. I wanted to give you an update on her, just to basically say that she's doing great and how far she's come, because Katie was not a quick fix. She was something that I second guessed quite a bit. Why did I do this? Hey, be nice. Be nice. Though Katie's transformation has taken quite a while, and it has been a long road for the both of us, I am super glad that she is in our herd and in my life. This little red lady and her huge antics, though she's such a small wee one, is really teaching me more about resilience and emotion as far as the connection with these guys. It's a phenomenal journey, and I hope that you'll stay tuned to share more about Katie's journey with us. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.
I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright.